At 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Happy Friday. It's August 4th.
Glad you're with us. Let's jump right into our forecast with meteorologist Justin Horn.
And we're going to start with a trivia question again. We did this, I think, last week. So
Okay. Ready.
We're going to hit you with another pop
Put your
quiz.
thinking cap on.
Here's the question. What is the hottest recorded temperature in Texas history? Your choices are 116, 120, 123, or 128. What do you think?
I'm stumped on this one.
Does this include the heat index?
No. This is just air temperature.
Okay.
Ladies first.
Okay, I choose A.
That's what I'm picking as well.
Okay. Close, but not quite. It was B.
Boo.
120. So it happened twice in 1936 in Seymour, Texas, and then again in 1994 in Monahans way out in West Texas.
Wow.
And I was curious what the temperature was in San Antonio on those days. We were only at 97 at that date in 1936, so kind of odd that it would be so much warmer in North Texas. And then on June 28th, 1994, it was 101 here, while it was 120 in Monahans. Pretty wild stuff. I show you that because we're going to get some really hot temperatures coming up. Not that hot, but it is going to get hotter than what we've seen last couple of days. Noontime 94, we're up around 104 this afternoon with mostly sunny skies. 102 still at 7 o'clock. So yes, it is going to be very toasty. What else do we have going on? We are now moving into our hottest stretch, climatologically speaking. What about hurricanes? We're also moving into the peak of hurricane season. We're going to look at that coming up. And some active fires. Well, we've got several burning in Texas, and it could get worse. We'll look at all of those subjects coming up here in just a couple of minutes, guys.
Thank you, Justin. Taking a look at TransGuide. Nothing really out of the ordinary right now. We have our normal slowdown spots. We have construction here or there and a few stalled vehicles, but no accidents at last check.
And the Loop 1604 North Expansion project broke ground in 2021. And since then, there have been constant closures. Drivers can expect to see more of that this weekend.
No doubt about that. Stephen Cavazos breaks down what you need to know before you hit the roads.
I'm here along Loop 1604, somewhere between Blanco Road and Bitters Road, and from what I'm seeing, traffic's been moving great, but expect that to change later tonight. We have crews that will be out here to shut down the main lanes of Loop 1604 heading westbound, and I know it has been a pain to navigate, but here's why it's all happening. The goal is to increase mobility and reduce congestion. The way that will be done is by expanding the number of lanes from 4 to 10. Currently, there are 3 segments under construction. However, a total of 5 are planned. The whole project stretches from Bandera Road on the city's far northwest side to I-35 on the city's northeast side. That's a span of about 23 miles. Once completed, TxDOT predicts drivers' commute will reduce by 50%. They call this project an investment in the future.
The growth in San Antonio has been exponential over the past several years. So our engineers have been looking at this area. We're making these improvements to reduce commute times now and in the future.
On average, about 150,000 drivers travel through Loop 1604 each day, so plan ahead. Here is what's happening. We will see the westbound main lane full closure from Blanco Road to Bitters Road, and over on the city's northwest side, there will also be a full closure of the westbound main lanes. That will happen between Kyle Shield Parkway and Braun Road. Now, this project will start at 9 tonight and should wrap by 5 in the morning on Monday, so expect those full closures to stay in place. Now, crews will be out here around 8 tonight to get these lanes shut down, so just make sure you keep an eye out for the signs that are in place, and as always, remember to pack your patience. Reporting on the city's north side, Stephen Cavazos, KSAT 12 News.
And you can stay up to date on the Loop 1604 North Expansion project by scanning this QR code. It takes you to our traffic page, and we have a full article that breaks down what you can expect, so plan your commute ahead of time.
New this morning, a man is dead after a driver hit him with his truck on the city's west side. Police say a man was crossing West Commerce near South San Felipe when the driver truck didn't see him and hit him. Man was not in a crosswalk and died on impact. Police say the driver of the truck called 911 and did stop to render aid.
On the city's south side, just after 6 a.m., a man riding a bike was hit by a driver on Pleasanton Road near Southwest Military. Police say the man on the bike was crossing the middle of the street when he was hit. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition. The driver stopped to render aid, and police say he will not face charges.
Let's get you caught up on the rest of the day's headlines.
Here's today's 9 at 9. New tensions between the U.S. and China months after a Chinese spy balloon was shot down on the East Coast. 2 U.S. sailors on the West Coast have been arrested, accused of spying for Beijing. Officials warn these arrests could be the tip of the iceberg. Neither suspect has entered a plea yet. They are due back in court next week. If convicted, they could face 20 years to life in prison.
Former President Donald Trump is back home in New Jersey after pleading not guilty to all 4 counts accusing him of trying to overturn the 2020 election. The judge promised Trump a fair trial but warned him not to commit any crimes and not to influence potential witnesses and jurors. Trump's next court date is scheduled for August 28th, just 5 days after the first Republican primary debate.
The fall respiratory virus season is approaching, and major pharmacies are now setting up flu and RSV vaccine appointments. But COVID-19 is once again looming over the nation. The Department of Health and Human Services declared the end of the COVID public health emergency, but the virus itself never faded away. Pfizer officials say they expect to have a new COVID vaccine ready for the public sometime next month.
Where will Wall Street end the week? Stocks slipped lower yesterday. The S&P 500 down for a third day in a row. The Dow and Nasdaq off as well. Most investors are not surprised by the market losses after a 7-month rally. It comes as bond yields continue to rise. Investors are watching for clues about the Fed's next moves to fight inflation.
Amazon surprisingly strong second quarter earnings, nearly doubling estimates. Overall revenue was more than $134 billion, up nearly 11%. Consumer e-commerce driving the numbers. The Seattle company also projecting similar third quarter growth. This year, Amazon has laid off more than 27,000 workers. More job cuts could be coming.
Apple is in a slump. Revenue is down for a third straight quarter. iPhone sales down 2.4%, missing expectations, but overall sales are largely in line with estimates. Apple says revenue for its services unit hit an all-time high of $21 billion, fueled by paid subscriptions for streaming content and software.
A record-breaking robocaller fine. The Federal Communications Commission issued a $300,000 fine to a network of companies accused of taking part in the auto warranty scam. The agency called it the largest illegal robocall operation ever.
Google says it can now notify you when your private contact information shows up online. The updated feature is located at the Results About You dashboard. It can streamline your efforts to review and request the removal of your information from search.
Many Americans are vacationing in Europe this summer. U.S. airlines are reporting domestic flights lost 2% of their passengers in July compared to 2019. Transatlantic routes picked up 14%. Hopper reports domestic ticket prices dropped 11% from last year, with international fares rising 11%, up 28% from 2019. In response, carriers are adjusting schedules and testing new routes. And that's today's 9 at 9.
In your morning headlines, one of the bodies found near the buoys in the Rio Grande has been identified, and a Biden administration asylum policy has been allowed to continue.
Plus a vehicle recall, and there are times we can barely stand a controversy. Today may be one of those times. David Sears is here with our morning headlines.
Yeah, this is one of those, bear with me and we'll get to it.
Okay.
Hang in there. All right, first let's start with this. 2 migrants were found dead near the floating barriers in the Rio Grande earlier this week. One of them has now been identified. According to the Mexican Foreign Ministry, the National Migration Institute, the mother of one of the victims says he was a 20-year-old Honduran national. The second body has not been identified. No one has claimed the remains of that body yet. According to DPS, the 2 bodies were found in an area of the river around Eagle Pass. DPS then notified U.S. Customs and Border Patrol and the Mexican consulate. The U.S. Department of Justice is suing Texas over the buoys, while DPS says they do have personnel posted at the barrier in case migrants try to cross. Continuing with immigration, the Biden administration can continue keeping migrants who's passed through another country from seeking asylum here in the U.S. A U.S. district judge blocked the policy last week. Then yesterday, the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals flipped that ruling and said the administration can go ahead with the policy and said it would speed up its consideration of the case. If you own a Hyundai or Kia or know someone who does, this one's for you. They want to warn you about a fire risk. It seems that vehicles' fuel pumps could overheat and then start a fire. There are about 91,000 vehicles affected. Here are the models: the Hyundai's 2023 and 2024 Palisade and the 2023 Tucson, Sonata, Elantra, and Kona. The Kia models include the 2023 and 2024 Seltos and the 2023 Soul and Sportage. If you own one, you should be notified through the mail between now and September about the problem. Meantime, the companies recommend that the vehicles be parked outside, away from structures. And I know some of you can barely stand it anymore, so we are going to try to claw through this last story. Bear with me, it's real. That is the conclusion of the big bear story, and confirmed by our own bear friend at the San Antonio Zoo. So there is a bear in a zoo in China. It's a speckled bear. Some of the visitors claimed that the bear looked like a human in a bear suit. CNN got a statement from the zoo basically saying that the bear is real, a real sun bear. We got a hold of our own bear experts here at the San Antonio Zoo. They tell us speckled bears are found in South America. They are called speckled because of the cream-colored markings around their face and eyes. Our bear's name is Kurt. He has posted a selfie with hashtag I am real. Kurt is 10. Quite a character, according to his friends out there at the zoo. Often takes on human-looking poses, like when he's resting, or he likes fish, fruits, and vegetables, swimming, and then lying around in a hammock. Kurt enjoys a good rest on the day. So there you go.
Wow.
I think what throws some people off, he's got that light patch here. It looks like about where you'd be able to look out of a costume at a theme park.
Or get in the costume or
get into a costume.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen the video, so I saw the picture, so I was like, well, what's the problem? It's a bear, but
But
now,
you know, if you
now
go
I
out to
can
the
see
zoo, Kurt's real.
Right.
Yeah.
So Kurt is hanging out. So
Right.
Based on my deep knowledge of hand-eye coordination and reflexes in bears, I think it's real.
I'm going with real.
Okay, all right.
I don't think I want to go up and ask him.
Right,
No.
you don't want to get too close.
Hey, Kurt, you're real?
Swipe.
Yeah, exactly.
This is real.
Thank you, David. Okay, 9:10, 82 degrees, still ahead on GMSA at 9.
If you're heading to college, you know dorm rooms don't always have a lot of space. So coming up in our next half hour, we're going to be speaking with a Consumer Reports expert about how to make the most storage out of your room. But first,
it's a project that's been in the works for years, and now it's going to provide more educational opportunities to residents all over San Antonio, especially those living on the south side. We're going to tell you more about this program coming up next.
A $23 million education center is set to open on the far south side, becoming a pipeline for students to earn degrees in health and nursing.
Tiffany Huertas joins us live from the Southside Education and Training Center near 281 and Martinez-Lozoya Road next to Lozoya Middle School with the different opportunities the facility is bringing. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning, Stephanie and Mark. This is such an exciting day. We're talking about something really exciting happening here on the south side. Just check it out, this center right here. It's going to come with different equipment, different rooms, and it's going to be putting students in a hospital-like setting. This is the latest addition by Alamo Colleges. The center aims to empower the south side, providing different opportunities and preparing students for high-demand jobs. This morning, we have Director of Nursing at Palo Alto, Donna Wallace. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Such an exciting day. Tell us a little bit more about this program and the impact it's going to have here in our community.
Well, we're going to be the first public nursing school associate degree south of Highway 90. We're finishing up our Texas Board of Nursing proposal, and we're seeking approval in October of this year, and we'll admit 30 students in our first cohort.
These mannequins behind you, what will they be used for? What type of educational studies will they be part of?
Well, the students will be able to practice skills and hands-on, such as blood pressures, bed making, mobility, before they actually go into the healthcare setting. So it'll build a sense of confidence and knowledge in patient care.
This is addressing a real issue in the world of nursing. Tell us about that.
There's a huge shortage of nurses right now, like everyone knows. The Texas Center for Workforce Studies anticipates growth and demand of nursing over 50%, but a supply of about 30%. This means, especially for the south side of San Antonio, that we're going to have a gap and need an increase of 20% or more, or 60,000 nurses in Texas.
So this is going to be crucial to that.
Especially for the south side, you know, a traditionally underserved area, and we're here to make healthcare great and serve the needs of the citizens of this area.
So who are you all looking for? what type of student should apply?
We would love students that love to ask the question why, that are curious and want to care about their community and have a sense of care and corazon.
I love that. Well, we're so excited to talk to Don a little bit more, and we're going to bring you that story coming up on the noon show. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany.
9:16, 83 degrees. What do you say? Add 20, 25 degrees easy to our current temperature?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Goodness.
Steady as she goes. As I put in a push alert that I sent out about an hour ago, it's going to get worse before it gets better, but it will get better. It will.
Yeah, that's
it
good.
Will. Statistically speaking, we are at our peak temperature for the year. So if you look back at the numbers, this is often our hottest time of the year. So it kind of stands to reason that we're getting the numbers that we're getting. The hope, though, is that we get into late August, early September. That's when we start to get some cold fronts. And hopefully that will make some changes. But yes, right now we average 97 for our high temperature. That is the hottest time of the year. Again, that's past the summer solstice just because there's a lag time as we go through the summer. And then temperatures will finally start to cool off. And once we get those fronts, everything gets a little bit better. We did get above 100 yesterday. No surprise. So now we're at 38 days at 100 or above. Firmly in fifth place, but there is no doubt in my mind that we will make it up to fourth. And then the question becomes, will we get into third, second, or first? My hope is that we won't, but there are no guarantees. We've got a stretch of triple-digit heat coming up here. So again, we'll certainly get into fourth place for most 100-degree days. Here's our forecast for today. 104 is what we're thinking here in San Antonio. Most places, I would say 102 to 105, somewhere in that range, with the exception being the hill country where maybe you only get up to 100 there. A little bit better up in the hills, but hot no matter where you go. Right now, we're at 84. Dew point is at 73. Heat index is already up to 90 with southerly winds at about 8 miles per hour. And the heat index already jumping into the 90s in several spots. New Braunfels continues to be a hot spot, I feel like, when it comes to the heat index. Feels like 93 right now. Feels like 92 in Pleasanton. Feels like 86 in Hondo. And again, no surprise here either. We are in another CPS Energy yellow day for conservation. And I think that we'll be seeing yellow days from here through the next 7 days, I would imagine. We've also got an issue with wildfires going on across the state of Texas. So I've kind of pinpointed where some of those are. This is according to the Texas Forest Service. And we've got one up in Wise County, Coryell County, Burnett, Bastrop, San Jacinto County, Jeff Davis County. So they're kind of all over the state. Most of the state is dealing with elevated wildfire concerns. But as of last check, there were 8 active fires with 562 acres burned. And my fear is that this gets a little bit worse, too, with the conditions that we have upcoming. The fire threat today is highest from Dallas down to Waco and then over to Del Rio. But honestly, I would say it doesn't really matter where you are. The fire threat's going to be high just because of the drought conditions that we're in. We get some gusty winds. There's just so much fuel for these fires to kind of feed off of. So that is the fire danger today. We'll keep you updated if anything does pop up. Long-term forecast here. Right now we have kind of a double barrel high thing going on, but these merge. It's still strong, and this thing strengthens even a little bit more. So that's why temperatures actually go up some, unfortunately, as we get into, say, early next week. We could be talking 105, maybe even 106 in some cases. And this is going to go through Thursday. Now, as we look beyond that, there are some models hinting at the fact that maybe our high finally moves out of the way. And I think I said that last week and it didn't happen. That's because long-term models are not reliable. But we have 2 models that are kind of hinting at that idea maybe a week from this weekend. We'll see if that's the way it plays out. We certainly hope it does, but there is no guarantee there. In the meantime, here's a look at temperatures this week. And what I've done there at the top, that's the number of triple-digit days we've had this year. So you can see we line it up by Thursday. We'll be at 45 days of 100 or more.
We hope that stops.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope so. Yeah, it will, but not in the next 7 days.
I apologize that we don't have a witty comeback today.
It's okay.
I know it's getting tiring.
There's nothing left to talk about. It just is what it is.
Understood.
Yeah.
All right, so we move on. 9:20, 83 degrees.
Breckenridge Park project is moving forward, and it's bringing up a lot of strong emotions. When we come back, what City Council's decision means for the area.
A project to restore the Lambert Beach area over at Breckenridge Park has again been given the go-ahead, including the chopping down of 4 dozen trees.
Yesterday, City Council approved a $3.5 million construction contract for the first phase of that project.
That's right. City Hall reporter Garrett Berger tells us the split vote brought up strong emotions.
The Lambert Beach area has been crumbling in Breckenridge Park for years. A city bond project is focused on repairing the historic retaining walls, stabilizing the pump house, and reconstructing the grand staircase. But there's been vocal opposition to how the city's proposed to get it done.
So it's going to be hot, it's going to be unusable, and it's going to be not the charm that we know in Breckenridge Park.
The city plans to take out trees it says are too close to the structures. Opponents say it's too many.
We want the walls repaired, and we want the trees saved in place, and it can be done.
Public pushback has already brought the number of removals down from the 70 originally proposed to 48. Another 21 trees will be moved. But opponents think the city should be able to save more of them and criticize the project's development process.
There has not been hardly any changes as a result of the so-called public engagement process.
4 council members pushed to pump the brakes on the project.
This has not taken enough time. We need to get it right.
But the majority wanted to move ahead.
Motion carries. I've only heard the argument of delaying it so people can have more public input, but I haven't heard the argument to delay this because there are other solutions that aren't being considered.
Shovels won't turn dirt right away. The city has to finish getting all the necessary approvals first. But it's hoping to start construction this summer. Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
And it has taken a long time to get to this point in the Breckenridge Park project. And if you scan this QR code, you can better understand why. This will take you to a KSAT Explained story all about the project, the big questions about those trees, and the significance of the sites the city is trying to restore.
926, 84 degrees. There's more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Including a look at several back-to-school events coming up and how you can help with donations for those in need.
Plus our live Q&A with a Consumer Reports expert about how to make the most out of storage in your dorm room this fall.
And right now it's a good Friday to go to the zoo. Friday's always a nice day. These flamingos are kind of spread out today. Some of them enjoying sunshine and some of them in the shade. Yeah. He's like, good morning. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. We've been talking a lot about back to school, but we can't forget about college students.
So if you're moving into a dorm, you may know that there isn't a lot of storage space, so you have to get a little creative.
Joining us this morning is shopping expert Anna Kocharian from Consumer Reports to help tackle your shopping list, plus how to maximize your space. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Thank you for being with us. And, first of all, what do parents and students need to think about before they even start packing?
Before you even start to pack, make a plan. This is going to be so important. It's going to save you money and time. Be aware of, what you have, what you need. It's a great opportunity to reach out to your future roommate and coordinate with them to make sure you're not doubling down on items so that you can really be efficient in what you bring along to school.
All right, Anna, how can parents and students maximize that limited closet space they'll have?
Yes, so it's no secret, dorm rooms have small closets, so it's really all about making the most of the square footage that you have. Slim hangers are going to be a lifesaver. It's really going to help you increase the capacity of your closet. If you hang your shorter items on one end of your closet and leave the longer items to the other end, you'll be able to squeeze in a freestanding storage unit underneath the shorter items, and that way you'll have extra drawer space. Another great way to make the most of your closet is to use the vertical space. If you have a shelf, grab some baskets, and that'll help you fit in your accessories, shoes, bags, whatever else you may have that may not fit anywhere else in your room.
And what about beyond that closet? Do you have any tips for creating additional storage space beyond that?
Absolutely. The next best opportunity for storage is going to be under your bed. And this is where bed risers are going to come in handy. Those extra few inches are going to go such a long way. It'll give you the opportunity to add in additional storage underneath your bed. you can grab a bin that has rollers on the bottom, and that way you can create a sort of makeshift drawer system underneath your bed for textbooks, bedding, towels, anything else.
All right, Anna, can you recommend some smaller dorm room appliances that, if allowed, won't take up too much space?
Absolutely. A coffee maker is going to come in so handy, exceptionally. It's going to be great for when you have finals or midterms. The Nespresso Senza Mini is a top-rated coffee maker from our tests, and it's going to fit on your dresser. If you're living off campus, it can fit on a counter in your small kitchen. Another really important item is going to be a pillow. Yes, you'll need to buy a pillow for college. We recommend the Coop Home Goods Premium Adjustable Loft Pillow. That's also well rated in our tests. And beyond that, noise canceling headphones. You're going to be studying in a dorm, in a shared space, in the library, and the Monoprice wireless headphones are at a great price, and they're also top rated in our tests, and that's going to be a really helpful, useful tool for you to have in school.
And before we wrap up, are there any other essentials that parents and students should keep in mind?
Another important item is going to be a shower caddy. A lot of schools have shared bathrooms on the dorms. So if you have a caddy where you can fit in all of your shampoo, bath essentials, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to tote it back and forth. Another great use for it is when it's in your room, sitting on the floor of your closet. You don't have to worry about hiding your shampoo bottles. It'll be in this compact caddy that's portable and really easy for keeping everything in one place.
All right, Anna Kacharian from Consumer Reports, thank you so much for the tips and the advice.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Thank you. Have a good weekend. Looking out there with live cam here at home, things are heating up a little bit for now. 84 degrees. I mean, I can tolerate that. I think most of us can here for now.
Yeah. I think we're growing accustomed to this kind of serious heat. And I know Mike Ostrade showed this earlier this morning, but I think it's worth showing again. I think this is a brilliant way to get people in the door. So Flower-Rama there, you get 5 minutes in the cooler with every purchase. That is not a bad idea. I think a lot of people would take them up on that. So very smart marketing there. Well done. As we look at the KSAT Connect pictures. Thank you, by the way, for sending those in. Let's take a look at the weather where you live. Clear skies, 84 degrees at the airport. Heat index is at 90. New Braunfels, 84, feels like 93. But even in the hill country, we've got heat indices now in the mid-80s, and these will climb quickly over the next couple of hours. We're forecasting to be up around 104. That feels like number today, around 105. And I hate to say this, but it only gets worse from here. We'll look at that forecast, plus the tropics. Things should be heating up. We'll look at the climatology there coming up in just a couple minutes. Guys.
Thank you, Justin. There are several back-to-school events happening this weekend. So today from 4:30 to 7 p.m., District 2 will be hosting a back-to-school event and resource fair at the Pre-K for SA East Education Center on Eisenhower Road. And tomorrow they will host a second event. This one will be at the Museum from 6 to 8:30 p.m. So free backpacks, school supplies, haircuts, and vaccinations will be provided.
City Council District 10 will be hosting their annual back-to-school backpack and supply giveaway tomorrow. This one's from 9 to noon at Blessed Angels Community Center over on Nacogdoches Road. There will be free backpacks, school supplies, diapers, and food while supplies last.
And Spurs Sports and Entertainment is hosting its second annual back-to-school bash at the AT&T Center tomorrow from 2 to 5 p.m. Parents, students, and teachers are invited to this free event. There will also be health checks available and haircuts if you're interested, but you must register for the event to attend. You can find that link on our website at ksat.com.
We'll be changing those graphics soon to Frost Bank Center.
I know, it'll be different.
Very soon. Well, local church is hosting its annual back-to-school bash to help families in need, but they're worried they may come up short.
The event is on August 12th, and a record-setting number of families have already registered.
The pastor tells KSAT's John Paul Barajas the church is relying on its faith and donations to come through to help students in need.
Sometimes it's kind of hard because we don't have the money, and not having the money to get him what he needs for school.
A tight budget can make back to school tough. It's a situation Amalia Leal says she knows all too well.
Last year he had to use like a hand-me-down.
Some parents are deciding whether to put money towards a new backpack or
feeding my family
and the extra needs that I need, to provide for my family.
So we have some folders, we have pencils, we have...
That's where Last Chance Ministries comes in. Its Back to School Bash is set for August 12th. But Pastor Jimmy Robles says they'll need some help to make it happen this year.
We're like 600 backpacks short still, and so if anybody wants to be a blessing, man.
Robles tells us last year's bash helped about 2,000 students. At least 3,500 kids have already registered for this year, and registration doesn't even close until Monday, August 7th.
I've been saying we're going to close it since last week, but we keep it going. We're just trusting God that the community and the city will come together and continue to pour into, continue to bring backpacks and stuff, and we don't want to leave any kid out.
Kids will receive school supplies, new clothes, and free haircuts. About 30 barbers and hairdressers will provide their services. But more help is still needed. Still, Robles has faith they'll meet the demand of the community.
And I just continue to pray, and God says that He'll meet the desires of your heart.
As for those that have already donated,
thank you so much. It's a blessing to have people that have such kind hearts to just want to donate and help students that can't afford it, or parents that can't afford to give their kids what they need.
John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
If you're watching right now and you'd like to help, Last Chance Ministries is accepting donations for glue, scissors, colors, binders, folders, and backpacks. We have more information on how to donate or register for the event at KSAT.com.
Registration is open to students from kindergarten through college, and Last Chance Ministries Back to School Bash is next Saturday at Rosedale Park.
Okay, right now we are at just about 9:39, 84 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
And still ahead, our David Sears will be back to show us how the Hondo Owls and Divine War Horses are getting ready for the upcoming football season. Plus, Justin's forecast.
Welcome back, 9:42.
Justin, a lot of kids are starting school.
I really got nervous for a second.
Justin,
like, fix
what
it.
did I do?
That was the mom voice.
I felt it. Yeah. Yes, back to school is coming up. Every year, back to school is steamy around here, but this one may be particularly bad. We don't want to talk about the heat right now, though. Okay, we'll talk about the tropics.
Okay, that works.
Which does include some heat, but not like what we're seeing here. There is actually not much going on across the Atlantic right now, which is a bit of a surprise considering we are starting to move into the peak of hurricane season, and I'll show you that graph in just a second. But we do have some waves. You can see it's getting a little more active as these waves come off of Africa. They're just not very robust at the moment. But as we continue to see some of these move into more favorable positions, we could start to see some development. It's just we're not seeing anything at the moment. No name storms or really nothing that jumps off the page just yet. Here is that graph showing activity during hurricane season. So August 1st is when things really start to ramp up, and we see typically between August and September 10th, we see quite a bit of activity in Atlantic in busy years. This year is expected to be somewhere around average, but that's kind of the idea. So expect there to be some more going on in the coming weeks. And then once we get past September 10th, things start to go down from there. Still pretty active even in October, but by the time you get into November, things do really calm down. Water temperatures are still very, very warm. We've been talking about this all summer. These are exceptionally warm. You get to the Texas coast and you've got water temperatures in the 90s. Okay, so if you're going down to the beach this weekend, which a lot of people will be right before school starts, know that the water temperatures stay around Port A close to 92. We're going to see 90s up and down the Texas coast. And even as you look out into the Atlantic, a lot of places are seeing water temperatures well into the 80s. So there will be plenty of fuel for any tropical system that does develop. Right now, 84 at the airport, 83 Kelly at Stinson, and at Randolph, we've got 82. South-southeasterly winds anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour. KSAT 12-hour forecast today, 94 at noontime. We're up around 104 this afternoon, so a little warmer than yesterday. Mostly sunny skies, and we're still at 100, even at 8 o'clock. Takes until 9, 10 o'clock for us to get below triple digits. High pressure in control. Everything's moving up and around it, so you got good rain showers up around Memphis, parts of Alabama over to Georgia. There's some rain there. High pressure shifts a little bit today, kind of shifts south, but it's still close enough to us to where it's going to crank up the heat. We've got excessive heat warnings from Wichita down to Dallas, Waco, Shreveport, down to New Orleans, stretching out to the desert Southwest. We have heat advisories here, and you see the temperatures: 105 in Austin, 101 Houston, 108 Laredo, 102 Little Rock, triple digits everywhere you look. And you go east to where we are, the heat indices are going to be very brutal today too. Higher humidity levels across parts of East Texas and Louisiana and Arkansas. So just another one of those days. And as we look down the line, high pressure continues to stay very much in control and actually does strengthen a little bit. So that's why by, say, Monday, Tuesday next week, even Wednesday, Thursday, we could be talking 105, 106 here in San Antonio. And hopefully beyond that, we can get this ridge to move out of the way, but it has just been stuck there. And this is the result. You get all these triple digit numbers, and it does climb a little bit. We think Monday through Friday of next week is going to be very, very toasty, guys.
Thank you, Justin. We are just 3 weeks away from our first Friday Night Lights of the season.
I know it doesn't feel like it, but David Sears is here to continue our big game coverage previews. Hey.
Oh, exciting times. You know, you drive by a football stadium early in the morning these days to catch some of these kids working out, running wind sprints and plays. Remember those wind sprints you used to have to run? Whew. All right, so we're going to go on the road. We're going to start in Hondo. The Owls have 15 starters returning from last season, 7 on offense, 8 on defense. But a lot of those guys played both ways. The Owls went 5-6 overall last season, 4-1 in District 14-3A. They did make it to the first round of the playoffs. And this season, Dave Campbell's Texas Football predicts they're going to finish 3rd in district behind Jourdanton and Poteet. But they do have a lot of veteran leadership, and the seniors are looking to make a big impact during their final season of the Owls.
Man, this season means the most to me, especially being out here with all my guys, like practicing, playing hard every day, getting better. I just love it, and it means everything to me.
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, I've never been more happy since the last 4 months. So it's awesome for me.
Really looking for a big playoff push this coming up season, looking at a district championship. Even though everyone's doubting us, I think our guys here have put in the work this offseason and these first 2 days of two-a-days, and I really do think that we have a great shot of going and winning a district championship, bringing it back.
Always nice to hear those guys are happy. Hondo will host Marion on August 27th at 7 o'clock to kick off their season. All right, let's take it down I-35 now. Visit Divine, the Warhorses. They went 9-2 last season, undefeated in District 4-0. While advancing to the by-district round, they have 14 starters coming back, 7 on each side of the ball. The Warhorses predicted to win the District 14-4A Division II championship for Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Divine's motto, whatever it takes.
Very special. My senior year, been waiting for 4 years. Last year didn't end so well. Got eliminated in the first round, and I'm just excited.
We learned a lot last year. Lost a couple good seniors, and we have to have a lot of younger guys step up and get close with them and bring them up as quick as we can in the preseason before we get into the district.
All right, Divine's going to host Pleasanton in Week 1 on August 25th at 7:30. Yeah, the anticipation is building as we get closer to the second annual KSAT Pigskin Classic. Antonian Holy Cross, Southside, Somerset, Jefferson, Uvalde, O'Connor, and Brandeis all taking part in the two-day event. It begins Friday night, August 25th. Then our triple header is Saturday, August 26th. You can get your tickets. It's going to be one exciting night, kicking off with the Holy Bowl on Friday night. We are fired up about this thing now. Remember, last year was pretty good. This year, expected to be bigger and better. So.
I didn't know the Friday game was called Holy Bowl.
I didn't either.
So.
That's the first time.
I believe that's what they're calling that.
Okay.
So. All right, so you can get your tickets now for the Pigskin Classic. They're on sale. You can find a link on KSAT.com. All those games are taking place at the Dome once again. And if you aren't a KSAT insider, make sure to sign up so you can get the best seats in the house along with some other perks. Just look for this story on our website, the KSAT Pigskin Classic coming up. Yeah, remember, it's inside. It's all in the Dome, 72 degrees.
That's a good thing.
It'll be hot on August 25th and 26th. So there you go. Even if you're just looking for a place to cool off.
Right?
Hey, after more than 20 years, the AT&T Center is going to have a new name when the Spurs season gets started. Yesterday, the Spurs officially announced Frost Bank as the new naming rights partner for their home arena, Frost Bank Center. This is a story we told you about first on Monday, so it was kind of like I don't know, anticlimactic yesterday, but the Spurs owner Peter J. Holt, CEO R.C. Buford, and Frost chairman Phil Green says that this reiterates the commitment the Spurs have to San Antonio. The relationship between Frost Bank and the Spurs dates back 50 years.
They helped us come here from Dallas, from being the Chaparrals to the Spurs.
It's just a natural progression for us to be the partner that helps keep this hometown team in San Antonio.
Yeah, the Spurs said the signage around the building, street names, and highway signs will all be changed before the start of the season. The NBA doesn't allow for details of the agreement to be released, but Frost officials said they expect this to be a long-term agreement. And, you know, we talk about him going back 50 years. Frost financed the move of the Chaparrals to San Antonio for B.J. Red McCombs and Angelo DeRosos. I know there's a lot of Spur fans been around a while. Remember those two names, but that's how they got. That's how those guys got that team here. It was Frost Bank gave them some cash to get them down here. So.
Yep. Some people were saying this was one of the worst kept secrets of the week, sports-wise.
We knew it Monday, and they announced it on Thursday. So, but that's all right.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's going to be fun.
It is.
Yeah.
Congrats to everybody.
Yeah.
All right, David, thank you. 9:51, 86 degrees.
We'll be right back. A quick traffic note before we go. Don't forget about the work going on along 1604 North this weekend. Scan the QR code to head to our traffic webpage for all those details. You're not going to want to get stuck in traffic, that backup. So make sure to plan your commute ahead of time. I know sometimes we talk about things on Friday, and even myself, you know, over the weekend you forget. You're like, no, I knew this. But yeah, plan your trip.
Yeah, don't sit in traffic on a Saturday. That's no fun. The weekend, 104 both days, and then 105 next week. Not much more to say than it's hot.
A few stories before we go this morning. Take a look at this video in Arizona. Amazon is using mules to help deliver packages to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. The deliveries are for Phantom Ranch employees who live and work there. The ranch is miles deep into the Grand Canyon and is only accessible by a foot trail or the Colorado River. Amazon says the packages will go out 4 days a week before sunrise to avoid the extreme heat.
Artificial intelligence has been in the news a lot, and now dating apps are turning to AI. The maker of Tinder and Hinge is developing a new feature which will use AI to select the best picture for your profile. Interesting. Another AI feature will explain why the app recommended a potential match. And at the box office, Barbie is expected to take the top spot again, but the turtles and sharks are slowly creeping in.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem debuted Wednesday with strong reviews. It'll battle the shark attack thriller Meg 2, The Trench, which came out today, for second place. That is if one or both films can open ahead of Oppenheimer, which continues as Barbie's runner-up this summer.
A lot of options. Have a good weekend.